I again. Verse 22, chapter 21, Genesis. God is with thee in all that thou doest. Verse 23. Now therefore swear unto me hereby God, that thou wilt not deal falsely with me, nor with my son, nor with my son's son, but according to the kindness that I have done unto thee, thou shalt do unto me, and do the land whereon thou hast sojourned. Verse 24. And Abraham said, I will swear. Verse 25. And Abraham reproved Abimelech because of a will of water, which Abimelech's servants had valiantly taken away. Verse 26. And Abimelech said, I wot not who hath done this thing, neither didst thou tell me, neither yet heard I of it but today. And Abraham took sheep and oxen, and gave them unto Abimelech, and both of them made a covenant. Verse 28. And Abraham set 7 ewe lambs of the flock by themselves. Verse 29. And Abimelech said unto Abraham, What mean these 7 ewe lambs, which thou hast set by themselves? Verse 30. And he said, For these 7 ewe lambs shalt thou take of my hand, that they may be a witness with to me that I have digged this well. Verse 31. Wherefore he called that place Beer-sheba, because there they were swear both of them. Verse 32. Those they made a covenant at Beer-sheba. Then Abimelech rose up and
You are looking at Julian's pronunciation guide, where we can have them start military leader.
Phihol, the chief captain of his host, and they returned into land of penance. Philistines. Verse 33. And Abraham planted a grave in Beersheba, and called there on the name of the Lord, the everlasting God. Verse 34. And Abraham sojourned in the Philistines many days. Chapter 22. Verse 1. And it came to pass after these things that God did tempt Abraham, and said unto him, Abraham, and he said, Behold, here I am. Verse 2. And he said, Take now thy son, thine only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of
Any pizza, any toppings, just $9.99 online. Domino's best deal ever is back.
Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell thee of. Verse 3. And Abraham rose up early in the morning, and saddled his donkey, and took 2 of his young men with him, and Isaac his son, and clave the wood for the burnt offering, and rose up and went unto the place of which God had told him. Verse 4. Then on the third day Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place after off. Verse 5. And Abraham said unto his young man, Abide ye here with the donkey, and I and the lad will go under the worship and come again to you. Verse 6. And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it upon Isaac his son, and he took the fire in his hand and a knife, and they went both of them together. Verse 7. And Isaac spake unto Abraham his father, and said, My father. And he said, Here I am, my son. And he said, Behold, the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering? Verse 8. And Abraham said, My son, God will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went both of them together. Verse 9. And they came to the place which God had told him of. And Abraham built an altar there, and laid the wood and odor bound Isaac his son, and laid him on the altar upon the wood. And verse 10. And Abraham struck. What the heck, Laura? Stretched forth his hand and took the knife to slay his son. Verse 11. And the angel of the Lord called unto him out of heaven, and said, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, Here I am. Verse 12. And he said, Lay not thine hands upon the land, neither do thou anything unto him. For now I know that thou foreseest God, seeing thou hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, for me. Verse 13. And Abraham lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold him, a ram caught in a stick.
That.
Excuse me, sorry about that. By his horns. And Abraham went and took the ram and offered him up for a burnt offering. And the steed stead of his son. Verse 14. And Abraham called the name of that place Jehovah Jireh, as it is said to this day, in the mount of the Lord it shall be seen. Verse 15. And the angel of the Lord called unto Abraham out of heaven the second time. Verse 16. And said, By myself have I sworn, saith the Lord, for because thou hast done this thing, and hast not withheld thy son, thine only son.